I remember a couple years ago you taught us a trick for a free upgrade. What was that again? It wasn't a free upgrade. It's a cheap upgrade. But I only do that for international flights, and it's worked every single time. The problem is that I gave my wife a taste of international business class, and it's going to cost me an ungodly amount of money now because she's like, she didn't want to do it on the way to Europe, and then the guy gave us our own rows, so that kind of worked out. But then on the way back, I'm like, listen, I'm doing it. Oh, she told me, here's what she said. On the way to Europe, I was like, I did my trick, and I'm like, hey, can I get it? He's like, yeah, it's this much, whatever. And I told my wife, let's do it. She goes, no, I don't want to do it. You can do it if you want. Gentlemen, if you're not married, let me explain something to you. If your wife tells you, yeah, you go ahead and book business class, I don't want it, but you can have it. Let me tell you something right now. You are going to lose more than the money that you spent on the business class because you're going to book that, and it's going to be a slap in the face. Okay, you will literally, wherever you're going, it will be silent treatment. No matter what you do, the entire trip is waste. It's not true. Why are you laughing? If I would have booked business class for me and you sat back in economy, one of two things would have happened. You would have came up there and kicked me out and took it, and I would have been stuck in economy, or you would have stayed back there, intentionally made sure you didn't acknowledge me so that the entire trip you could give me the silent treatment as a way of how could you do that? You whatever, I knew what was happening. Stop smiling because I was right. It's not true. She can't even keep a straight face. However, okay, so I sat in economy because I'm not stupid, right? What a waste. But on the way back, I told her, I didn't even tell her I just booked the 2 seats for us. And she's like, this is such a waste of money. Like, we don't need it. I said, it's whatever. So we get in there and she gets her little, she's never flown business class international before. So she's got a little pod, her TV, her snacks, and she's a little foodie. Oh my God, look at the little snacks. Oh my God, we get drinks. Can I get a drink? Oh my God, what kind of drink? And so the guy, very flamboyant guy wearing a nice vest. He had his little mustache like that. He goes, can I get you anything? And I said, listen, I said, you guys got mocktails. Can I get one of these? He goes, which one would you like? And I go, which one do you make well? Just surprise me. He goes, I've got something for you. And he goes and like makes this like fake like Mai Tai, whatever. Comes over there. My wife is like, I'm about to drink it, and I can feel the little eyes looking over. Like you ever been in your room like and you felt like your cat or your dog like at the bottom? Like you ever been like, and you feel eyes, and you look back and it's just the eyes of your animal at bed just staring at you? That kind of feeling. And I could feel the eyes, and I look over, and there's these little eyes looking over at my drink. And I go, yes. She's like, that looks really good. I go, oh, no. Would you like to try some? No, it's okay. Here, take some. Really? I was like, yeah. Disappears over the retaining wall, comes back, and it's just ice. So she gets all her little things. She watches her little movie. She does all this little stuff. And as we're getting off the plane, she goes, you know something? I enjoyed this, but I feel terrible now. I go, what? She goes, how am I sitting in business class? And my own parents have to fly from India in economy. I go, oh no. She goes, that's not right. That makes me a horrible daughter. I'm like, bro, chill. Bro, chill. That's it. My parents deserve it. From now on, when they fly back and forth from India, we are getting them business class. I'm like, bro, babe, I need you to chill. I need you to chill for a second. I need you to understand something. I used a little trick to get us upgraded for $700 each. If you book an Emirates business class from the United States to India, it is $12,000 a piece minimum. That's nothing for what they've done. I'm like, okay, I get the sentiment here. Like I really do. Like I'm on board with you. Like I really get what you're saying here. Like I'm like mentally we're together on this. But I need you to understand something. this is like I mean like I'm gonna be real. Stop with the Pepe hands, man. And she's like, I said that's a lot of money. We'll earn more. The fuck you mean we? What the fuck you mean we? You're salaried. There's only one person here. What do you mean we're gonna earn more money? What are you talking about? Like, bro, what are you doing to me right now? Like, I mean, like, I get. So sometimes they say no good deed goes unpunished. Okay, I was gonna tell her. I was like, listen, I bet if your family would have got some fucking gold like everybody else in India, it wouldn't be a problem right now. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Indian households now own $3.9 trillion worth of gold, which represents 83% of the country's GDP. What's the trick? It's not really a trick. It's just kind of one of those things where people don't know about it. So airlines make their money off of business and first class. Well, now they make them off of like in-flight purchases and like fucking that, but they make it off of that. So they don't sell them out, they don't upgrade people, to those unless they have to. And what they do is they keep at least one open. Okay, unless they sell out early, they keep at least one or two open. Well, when they overbook, like when I was at a hotel, we used to overbook our smaller rooms because we knew that if we filled that up, we could just upgrade somebody to our other rooms. So they're not gonna release those seats until the ticket counter closes. 1 hour before the plane boards. Okay, 1 hour before the flight boards. All right. What they do is they stop ticket sales because there's no time to get through security and stuff like that. 1 hour before boarding, you go up to the front, okay? And it's a lot of times it has to be with your personality too. And you say, hey, excuse me, don't rush them. You say, hey, can I ask you a quick question? And you'd be like, yeah. Be like, I realized the front ticket counter just closed, and do you guys have any, business class seats that I could pay to up? Because people are like, do you have any free upgrades? No. Is there one that I could purchase an upgrade to one of those? And while they're looking, you just say stuff like, I mean, you guys are probably gonna having to upgrade somebody anyway, so you might as well, get somebody to pay for it, right? Like maybe they'll kind of like friendly talk or whatever. And what they'll do is they will then. They usually have a standard rate of between $500 to $800 for that upgrade. And if you're going on an overseas flight, $800 to move from economy to business class is one of the greatest bangs for your buck of all time. Like for me, with my condition and the pain I have sitting in a certain spot, it's big. It's huge. And worst case scenario, they say they don't have it available. Well, guess what? You didn't lose anything. But they can't sell that ticket now. They can't sell the ticket anymore. So they have to either upgrade somebody or leave it empty. But the airline is going to want money. They don't want to give a free upgrade or leave it empty. They want that $700. So instead of paying $5,000 for it, you pay $1,200 for your regular ticket. And if you get it, you get $800 for the upgrade or whatever. And people don't know this. And so it'll stay empty, or somebody that's a standby will get it, or they'd rather just leave it empty. It's cheaper for them to leave it empty unless they overbook the economy class. And every single time I have flown overseas, I have gotten that upgrade, except one time. One time I had to bid on it. And I had to outbid an old Chinese man with a cane. It's because I was late. Some of the airlines are doing that now. They'll do a bidding for the business class seats. Motherfucker should have invested his money in something other than fucking Chinese real estate, I guess.